Well, despite the Biden administration insisting that inflation, it's just a transitory thing. Don't worry about it. The Fed head, Jerome Powell, yesterday said that price hikes could linger into the middle of next year, and that's not transitory.
I think it's probably a good time to retire that word and try to explain more clearly what we mean.
You indicated that inflation pressures will linger well into next year. You do stand by that?
That's our expectation, but of course what's happened is that data has been pushed out repeatedly as supply side problems have not really improved.
All right. Joining us right now, host of Making Money on Fox Business, Charles Payne. Charles, you know, the Biden administration was given a gift because the Federal Reserve said about 4 or 5 months ago, we look at inflation as being transitory.
Yeah.
And yesterday he said, you know what, we should probably retire that because it's not. It's going to go right through next year.
He's been kind of trying to walk it back for a few months now. In fact, the Atlanta Fed, in their office, they've got a swear jar. And anyone for the last 2 months who've even said the word transitory had to put in like $1. They might have like $1,000 in there now. So they know that, listen, it's embarrassing for the Federal Reserve, you know, the folks who are in charge of our money, to be this wrong this long. And so, you know, you can see he was sort of bristling a little bit at the fact that, yeah, okay, we blew it.
Yeah, but he's helping the administration. They can go, look,
of course.
It's just it's a phase.
Of course. Well, you know, listen, how many times did we hear President Biden say the same thing? Mm-hmm. There's no real definition for it. But I think this admission really speaks to the fact that this inflation issue is not going to go away overnight. It's persistent and it's insidious. I'll give you an example. You know, all around this country, all the different parts of the country broken up into different areas. In the Dallas area, you have the highest prices ever paid for raw materials, ever. So producers are paying the highest prices ever. Wages are going up, and they're at the highest prices at the spike that they've been. But by the same token, they have to pass these costs on. So more money goes into the system, prices go up. More money goes into the system, prices go up. And the person out there, the average person, is getting nowhere.
Right.
So the check looks a little bit bigger, and it is. But again, I say this all the time, the simplest way to understand this is you actually go in the store with more money in your pocket and come out with fewer bags.
Right. Well, ultimately, Joe Biden and company are getting the blame from the average American, but the Biden administration is blaming COVID. Meanwhile, during COVID, there's a great story. I saw it yesterday in the Wall Street Journal. It's that workers quit jobs in droves to become their own bosses. And there was a picture of a guy at a two-screen computer with his little daughter on his lap, because so many people now are taking this time to start their own businesses. Why?
Well, it's a phenomenon that began last year. In fact, I'm glad we're holding on to last year's trends. It's absolutely mind-boggling. There's a whole lot of things. People are being introspective. A lot of money out there, of course. We know there have been a whole lot of programs, and particularly going back to last year with the Small Business Administration. But people want to work remotely, and people want to be in control. You know, there's a phenomenon that began last year of taking control of your own destiny, whether it was owning your own house instead of renting, whether it was buying stocks and deciding how you want to buy them instead of listening to Wall Street, and starting your own business. Here's the beautiful thing. Access to cash. There's a lot of money floating around out there. It's a lot easier to start a business now than it was 10 or 20 years ago. There's software you could buy right off the shelf, and then it's easier to even advertise your product, you know?
Online.
So it's a perfect setup. And here's the beautiful thing. I went through all the data, and every category in this country has seen a nice jump. And starting their own business. You know, we're at an 11-year high right now. And so whether it's you know who's got the biggest jump? High school dropouts, which I think is amazing.
Really?
It's just wonderful because,
that?
you know, listen, people are saying if I go
I don't need to go to college.
Well, it's not.
I don't need
It's
to
not
go to high
I don't
school.
need to go to college, but I know if I try to go through the corporate ranks, I'm going to be, you know, the scarlet letter. Oh, this guy didn't. Not only didn't he or she not go to college, didn't even go to high school. Right. You're not going to get the opportunity. So they're saying, you know what? I'll make my own opportunity. And by the way, all of these billion-dollar businesses that are popping up, and there's so many of them, the average age of the starter is 34 years old. So this is an amazing young phenomenon. I love it. I hope it continues.
Absolutely. And to your point, last year when the government was, you know, through September, October, August of this year, when the government was giving the plus up, the extra cash, essentially, that's when a lot of people took the leap because it's like, okay, we got a little money in the bank. We don't have to worry about if we fall on our face.
About half was saved and people did things like this. The other half was spent. And, you know, that kind of, by the way, that's one of the reasons we also had the inflation spike. You know,
100%.
It wasn't just the Federal Reserve. $5 trillion in stimmies will put a spark in prices.
It's not transitory. Just remember that, not transitory.
No one knows what it means, but don't say it anymore.
And that's the kind of stuff they explain on Charles Payne. Watch Making Money each and every day, weekdays, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Fox Business.
Thanks a lot.